resistance Every gale becomes my dance They collapse where chaos grows But I carve the storm in rows Not by chance I claim descent Born to rule the Stormregent Sky's rebellion bends to me Stormregent will not flee Stormregent, pulse of sky commanding wrath without a run, but I redraw. Traceking breaks their law. Traceking past the flame, I don't follow, I rename. Every echo, every print burns beneath my new imprint. Not the legacy I wear, but the fire that brought me here. I don't mimic, I outsing, crowd alone, the trace trees can't see the flight. Only those who leap ignite. Not by grace and not by luck, but by standing where I'm stuck. I don't blink and I don't flinch. Every step becomes the clinch. No retreat, I own this fight. Wings unfold, the precipice ride. wears its harm. Shardmarch, forged in glass. Every break a blade I pass. I don't mourn what couldn't stay. I just carve another way. Not their rules, not their torch. I walk solo, flame and scorch. Every echo, every arch sings the rise of Shardmarch. contains a spark. Cryflint strikes the dark. Let them think I'm weak by choice. I don't shout, I shape my voice. In the poise between the storms, I create what fire forms. Let them reflect a fiercer art. Gloryfault won't part. Let them boast with polished grace. I confront the shadowed face. Glory isn't what they think. It's the line where dreamers sink. But I climb with every break. Let the fault line start to quake. Not a lie, not just assault. Flawed and fierce, the glory falls. mine.